Hello and welcome back. Now I will show you how to create a CrackMe which has anti-debugger protection. This is the one. Let's run it first and see what it does. And there is a status box here which shows you the status of whether the debugger has been detected. And then there is a enter serial key label and also an edit box to enter the serial key. If you enter the wrong serial key, it will just show you sorry, wrong key. And if you enter the right key, you check, you click on check, it shows you the congratulatory message. But if you were to attach a debugger to it, let's see what happens. I will open my x64DBG here and then attach a debugger to it. So I click on attach and then I choose the CrackMe here, and then immediately the status changed to debugger detected. And then if I click on check, now it says something else, debugger detected and program will now quit. So if I click OK, the program quits. So let us begin to build this CrackMe. First, go and open a new folder in your C drive in our lesson project folder here. Click on new folder. Call it 09-anti-debugger. Next, we go and download icon for this CrackMe by visiting icon archive, searching for bug, and download this icon, ICO. After you have downloaded the icon, cut it and put it in your project folder, which is 09-anti-debugger. Now fire up your C++ builder. Click on File, New, Windows, VCL, Application. And then in here, right click and select Rename and call it anti-debugger. Next, we are going to select the build configuration. So click on build configuration and double click on release. We are setting it to release build. Next, we are going to set the icon for the application. So right click and select options, and then before that, let us set this to a standalone program. Click on C++ linker, uncheck link with dynamic RTL, and also scroll down, click on runtime packages and uncheck link with runtime packages. Next, we are going to set the icon. So click on the icon under the application group, click on load icon and select the icon which you have downloaded. click open, and then click OK. Next we are going to set the style, so click on appearance, and this time we are going to choose sky. So scroll down and click on the sky checkbox and make sure the default style is also sky, and then click on save. Next we are going to set the caption for the form. So click on the form, and then in the properties scroll down to caption and change the caption to anti-debugger. Now we are going to change the icon for the form, so click on the form again, and in the properties panel scroll down to icon, click on the three dots here, and then click load, and then select the icon and click open. Click OK to confirm. Now we have the icon and also the caption changed. Next we are going to put some group box. Let's take a look at the sample. So we are going to set two group box, one on top and one on the bottom. So let's try that. So two group boxes from the standard palette here. Select the group box, and then the caption. The caption we are going to put status. So click on the group box, and in the properties panel caption, change this to status. Inside the status group box, we are going to put a label that will show the status of whether it has detected the debugger. So in the palette here, click on label and then click inside the status group box. Now we are going to change the caption showing on in the label to debugger not detected. So this will be the default message. We are going to increase the font. So let's go down to the font, click on the three dots, select bold and select 14 size, click OK. Readjust the position a bit and click on the group box and drag to increase the width. Now we are going to add another group box down here. Enter hierarchy group box. So go down to the palette on the right again, select the group box again, click inside the form. So we are going to increase the size of the form, so click on the form and pull the resizing handle down. Now we are going to set the caption for the group box, so click on the group box number 2, and then in the panel, property panel, look for caption and change the caption to enter 0. Then resize the group box by clicking on it, make it the same height, same width as the one on top. Now we are going to put two objects in here. One will be an edit and the other will be a button. So select the edit from the panel and then click in the group box to add to the group box. Pull the width, pull the handle to the right to increase the width a bit, and let's set the text to be blank. So make sure you select the edit first, and then go to the properties and look for text property. Click on the text property and use the backspace to delete all the text and hit enter. Now we are going to rename the edit. So go back to the edit property again, scroll up to the name, and this will be the name that will be used internally by the code. So let's rename it to edit serial. Hit enter. Now we're going to add a button below the edit box. So go to the palette and click on the button, and then click back into the group box here to add the button. Now let's increase the height of the group box to accommodate the button. So we click on the group box and pull the resizing handle down. Then we're going to resize the form a little bit. So we click on the form and pull it to the right so that the whole thing is centered horizontally. Now we need to rename the button, so we also need to change the caption. So click on the button, and in the properties panel, look for caption, and then click in the captions here and key in all caps, check. Then let's rename the button. So scroll down, look for name, and then in here click on the name and rename it to BTN check. Press enter. We are going to insert a timer as well. The timer will be triggered every 1 second. So the timer will be, so in the palette here, look for timer, and then click on the timer and put it on the form. Okay, so now the timer, in the property panel for timer, the interval is 1000 milliseconds, which means that it will be triggered every 1000 milliseconds, which is equivalent to 1 second. And the property for enable is set to true. That means the timer will automatically run when the form is created. Let us rename the timer to be timer check. So check debugger. Okay, so I think we have all the components in the form. We are ready to code. For that, I'll continue in the next lesson. So let us save first. Click on File, Save All, and then go to the new folder which we created earlier. Open it and click Save, Save, Save. Okay, that's it. So you can just run it now to make sure that the interface is satisfactory. So we click on this to build it. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so we'll close this now, and we'll also close the sample which we ran as offset. So in the next lesson, we'll continue with the coding. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.